Hi, this is Rahim Zulfikar Ali from Excel Basement, and in this video we will learn how to create the sum function with a dynamic range using the count a function and the offset function as well. So let's get started. This video is a series of advanced Excel you can utilize when you're learning the advanced Excel tricks with respect to the formulas and functions. So here I have a small database. What I will do is I will just quickly select this data and create a pivot table. So if you don't know how to create a pivot table, I have just used the shortcut key. You have to go to the insert tab and click on pivot table. Okay, so in this pivot table I am selecting the account number in rows and let's say amount in the values. So the grand total row shows me that this is the total is 25,799.99. Now what if that what I want is I want the total here, okay, the total here in the cell called E2. So for say I'm not directly coming to the solution. Let's say we can apply the basic Excel, traditional Excel, that I have put the equal sign and I know that the total is located at B11. So I am writing B11 and this gives me the total, right? For example, if I make some changes in the pivot table and I unselect 2 or 3 criterias, my total goes to the 0, whereas still my total is 25,716, which I want here. So why is this happening? Because I have referred B11 here. Either it's relative or absolute. If this cell goes to blank, then definitely it will return me 0. I want this column total here dynamically. So I will be using 3 functions and let me explain you how that will be executed. So let's get started. Instead of just referring to a one cell, what I will do, when you create some logic in Microsoft Excel, you need to give attention to these 2 points. First, you have to identify the common point and then identify the common place. With these 2 points in your mind, you will be able to create the solution, the complex solutions. So basically we will keep in mind these 2 points and we will try to execute our solution in bits and pieces, and then after all we will combine that. Okay, so let's get started. First of all, I started thinking that how many cells are there in this column B consist of values in it, either numbers or text. So for that I have the function in Excel which is called count A, which will be giving me the count return either the cell consists of text and numbers, okay, or alphanumerics. So I select the whole column B and bracket close. So count A is saying me that in column B you have total values, total of 9 cells which are filled with either numbers or text. Okay, now what I need is I need to make sure that these values, the selected values, should be giving me a total instead of referring this cell, right? So and when I unselect any criteria, it will shrink, the rows will be less, so it will be dynamic. So I want to create the dynamic range. So in the sum function I will not select the range like this. The first cell will be the absolute or the fixed, because the title which are showing that the sum of amount will always be in the B3 where my pivot is starting. Okay, so I will start like this, equals to sum B3. Okay, you can make it absolute or you can make it relative, that doesn't matter because we need a total in that cell. Okay, so the second B3, we will make this cell reference dynamic. Okay, and to make it dynamic we will be using offset function. So the first function argument is reference, from where your data is starting. We will give the cell reference that B3 is the cell reference where the data is starting. Okay, comma, how many rows you want to move or how many columns you want to move. We don't want to move in any rows or columns, so we will write putting the 0 here. Yes. Now the height. What is the height of your data? Our height of the data is this range. Okay, so what I'm doing is referring the cell E2 here. Either you can make it absolute or make it relative, doesn't matter. What is the width of this data? We don't want to create any widths. Okay, bracket close, and this gives you 51560. Now this is not the correct total because we have to change something in this count A function. The total number of cells here presented in this column are 9, and which includes the grand total also, so we have to subtract 1 here. So we'll put -1, which will give me 8. Okay, and this 8 is the base. In this 8 is basically the width of this column. So total are total there are 9 cells which are filled with numbers or text. -1 give me this range. Okay, and if I want to make it in this function in one particular cell, that so I will just copy this function, count A function, and put it here instead of E2. And let me remove this now. So I got the total here. Okay, and for example, if I uncheck 2 or 3 fields from here, so dynamically my total definitely I am getting my total correctly. So this is how we use the count A function, offset function, and sum function to make the range dynamic. Whenever we change the pivot column, it gives a total. It gives us a total at some other cell of that worksheet, particular worksheets, very correctly. I hope you have learned these 3 functions. If you have any questions related to this video, do comment below. Okay, and I appreciate if you have some alternate solution to this, so that many of us viewers can learn more alternate solutions to this query. Thank you so much.